Hi, I'm Jay Delancey with the Voter Integrity Project of North Carolina. This is a North Carolina um, tool I'm showing. It will not work in other states. So if you're from another state, you might want to have your programmers contact us and we will help you see how to do this. But tonight I'm going to show you step one in a project we call the Phantom Voter Project. Because it is a fact that in North Carolina, as I'm recording this video in early July of 2020, that there are around 1 million people on North Carolina's voter roll who are missing. Their address, they don't live at the address from which they're registered. There's something wrong. There are 7 million, last time I checked, there were 7 million voters in North Carolina. So you think about that. 1 out of 7 are not at their proper address. The Phantom Voter Project, I'm going to scroll down and show it to you. This project will help sort this out and gather evidence to figure out who does live there and who doesn't. And then we could maybe take some action to get them off. It's a major project. We need volunteers from all across the state to make it happen because otherwise it won't happen. These people will vote absentee even if they live in New York and they're, as we've seen, they're residents from another state now, but they're still voting here. Why? Because they're still on the voter roll in North Carolina. It's illegal, but they do it anyway. So what we're going to do is show you how to do, what to do, how to work it. You start by clicking on this icon on the page, just scroll down, Phantom Voter Project. And there you have it. It lands on the home page for this, they call it VR cleaner, voter registration cleaner, not important. Your key is how to get there. I live in Wake County, Raleigh county seat is Wake. Now I could scroll down to find it or just type W on the keyboard and there it is. Then now start moving the mouse around and lose it again. So I go down there and click it, Wake. Now I'm going to go to a nearby street, Latimer Road. We'll look at Latimer and see who's there. Now the way to do this is you pick your streets. You do every one of them. Okay, now I've put that in. I could put Raleigh in. I don't need to though. I happen to know that Latimer, there's only one in Raleigh, and we'll show you another town with a different problem that'll you can fix. Okay, but now we submit the query, Latimer Road. And ideally, what I would have you do is click through each one of these and print a Canvas form. If what I just said to you is Greek, it won't be by the time you're done with this. I'm going to pick a few of the interesting ones just to show you what you might run into. We'll start with this one. Okay, now I clicked here and I should have read the instructions first, but it says click on the address that you want to search, then click inquire. So any address you click does that. I'm going to click this one because it is interesting. Now, before I hit the inquire button, note here, part of the reason I see it interesting is because the number of voters. If it has one voter, still do it. It's very important. Just do the whole street. Very important. But for the purpose of training, I'm just going to hit a couple of interesting ones. Okay, so I said that already. Inquire. And what do we have is two people here. Same address. Catherine Fogarty. She last voted. She last voted 6 years ago. Interesting. But her status is active. Okay. She's active. What does that mean? It means that she can still vote there, no questions asked. Got somebody else there named Hannah Butkus. Hannah's never voted from there, but she too is coded as active. Okay, this doesn't mean there's any kind of crime there. This could be two ladies living together. We're not judging, but we are curious. So we hit the Canvas button and it generates a form. I'm going to show you how to use this form. Generally, what would happen is you'd walk to the door and you'd say, hi, my name is Jay Delancey, doing some research on behalf of the Voter Integrity Project. We want to make sure the voter rolls are accurate. Would you mind helping? Usually people would say, yeah. Now, I want to caution you. Maybe you're a Republican club. If you're a Kiwanis club and doing this, go for it. Kiwanis Club or the Neighborhood Garden Club. I do not recommend saying we're from the Democrat Party, we're from the Republican Party. You're going to have walls come up. You might even have walls come up when you say voter integrity project, but maybe not. If you have some other club you want to use, or I'm your neighbor, I'm working to clean up the voter rolls. Generally, people will go, well, who are you asking? Who are you working for? And we're not trying to clean up the voter rolls. We're trying to make sure the voter rolls are accurate. Cleaning up sounds negative, but accurate. People like accurate. So would you mind helping me? And they go, sure. I go, what's your name? May I have your name? And she might be one of those two people, or she might say, I'm Mary Smith. You go, oh, okay. Mary, do either of these people look familiar to you? Actually, you might even show them that first. Say, I got two people registered here. Do you know these two people? Does that look right? And they might be shocked. No, I don't know either one of those people. Ha, pay dirt. Okay, okay, now this is where you learn to fill the form out. So you are the canvasser. You're canvassing the voter roll. That's what you're doing. So in canvassing the voter roll, that's where your name goes right there. Now, the contact information, that is Mary Smith. That's the person you met today at the door. Miss Smith, you're going to be my contact on this, and I will need some information, but let's just work through this form and see if you don't mind. Actually, just ask, may I have your name? May I have a phone or some kind of contact information? And if they're skeptical, just say, well, why am I doing that? Well, let's just work through the form, and then you'll see. If you don't want to do it, that's okay, but let's just work through it. And they're okay. You do want that information, but you don't pressure them for it right up front. They're helping you with this form. They're getting you some good information. Now, what we're going to do is look at these two voters and figure out what status goes with them. Now, I mean, that's an extreme situation. Let's just say that we're talking to Catherine Fogarty, the one who voted in 2016. Catherine doesn't know Hannah. Doesn't know. I don't know who it is. So we put Catherine down as the contact. Say, so Catherine, we got different categories. Catherine is going to be a P. She's the primary resident of the voter. Or maybe, okay, that's Catherine. Meanwhile, Hannah, she could have been a moved voter, still registered the address. Maybe Catherine kind of knows who it is. Yeah, I think she owns this property. Actually, I rent from her. Oh, okay. Or I don't know who she is. I never heard of her. I no idea. Or temporarily, yeah, that's my sister. She moved away though. I mean, she's still here temporarily, but she went away. She's in the military. Okay. She got to use this address, and she's voting. That's legal. Don't get me wrong. We're not being the lawyers out there. We're just collecting information. And I got a forward listing. I got a forward address listing. Maybe not. You know, if it's a moved away voter, maybe you know them, maybe you don't. But if you get an address, ultimately you're going to put the address down. There's no line for it, but just write the address down beside the voter. And you'll see why in a moment, why it's important to do it beside the voter. Okay, maybe the person died, or I don't know, some other thing we hadn't thought of, and they'll fill it in. So, okay, who's helping us with this? It was Catherine, right? Okay, Catherine, at this point, go, Catherine, we would like to get election officials to deal with this Hannah registration since you don't know who it is, we'll say. Obviously, if it's their sister or daughter, and they know who it is, it's a little different situation. But we just say, would you mind helping with this form? And it makes it more accurate. If you don't mind, may I have your signature here, and I'll sign it. And oh, by the way, how long have you lived here? That's kind of important. And the reason we ask that is because if she's only lived there a month, then Hannah, the other person there may be a legitimate reason. It's just good information. It's a lot stronger information if Catherine has lived there for 2 years and doesn't know who Hannah is. Hannah should be voting from somewhere else. If it's only been a month, there's a slim possibility that Hannah could still vote here. Nonetheless, if it's been more than 30 days, Hannah's vote would be illegal, but she hadn't voted yet. This is summertime, and we're just collecting evidence for this form. Now, once you get the form filled out, the idea is to scan a complete copy of it to me, or to our organization. It doesn't go to me, but it goes to our research department. The research director is what that means. And then, or you can snail mail it to us at our mailbox address in Raleigh and send it to us. Now, Okay, a couple of things I want to go over here real quick. I'm going to go back to the Canvas form. I'll go to the original page. We'll start here, and we'll go to, check that. I'm going to go back over to this page for a moment. Sorry to confuse you. I'm going to go back one, and I want to show you another one. I'm not going to, this one I happen to know is 3 people all with the same last name. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to the next page. Next page. Now notice nothing is highlighted. So now we can look at those pristine instructions. Click on the address that you want to search on. Now I would like you to do all of them, but for the purposes of this lesson, I'm going to go to that one because there's 4 voters there. This is not usual in America these days with our mobile society. It's unusual to have 4 people registered, 4 adults, 4 people registered to vote at the same address. It's not illegal and it's not impossible. It's just not normal. As you can see, 4 is an outlier. Okay, we're going to inquire on this because there's 4 voters there. What do we have? Look at there. We got 3 different last names. We got one of them, she is inactive, but voted there in 2016. We got 3 of them that are active, 2 that voted in 2018, and 1 that's never voted. I don't know what we got, but I'm going to print that Canvas form. I'm going to get that thing going, and we're going to find out. We knock on the door. This is an easy one. You knock on the door and say, "Hey, I'm Jay Delancey. I'm doing some. I'm with Voter Integrity Project, and we are trying to make sure the voter rolls are accurate. Would you mind helping me? It looks like 4 people are registered to vote at your house. Does that sound right?" She might grab the clipboard out of your hand and say, "What are you talking about?" And you're talking to, I don't know, let's say you're talking to Evan Stiegel. So she's going to go through this form and tell you what she knows about these people and sign it, because generally what happens is people are genuinely interested in having accurate voter rolls. So they'll help you with this. And I'm going to go try this out. Just print the forms and you can start trying it yourself and give me some feedback, or check out our video on the site. We will show you, me going and knocking on doors and talking to people. I've got a cameraman who's agreed to film me doing it, and I'll show you that. Now, one more thing I want to show you. Go back to the original page. Oops. Okay, now I know what the problem is. All right, we'll go to the original page. I'm just to start at the top. We hit the Phantom Voter Project. Now I'm going to go to Alamance County. Why? This is the first one on there. Now, just work with me here. I'm going to go Main Street. M-A-I-N. So in some counties, you're going to have more than one Main Street. That's why I'm showing you this. So we submit the query. Whoops. Okay. See the problem here? We got a lot of Main Streets. Got one in Burlington. Got one in Graham, Hall River. Okay. All right. So let's back up. Let's go to the previous page. Okay, I made this mistake. It won't. This goes to the first of the search pages, and that's what it means by previous. So we don't go next page. We got to go home. Now we could go back one and see what it does. All right, never mind. I'm gonna go to the home page, and we start with Alamance again. We go Main. Only this time, have some fun. Hall River. Actually, just for fun, I'll put Hall in. Let's see what happens. Look at there. So it looks for those letters, and there you have it. So Main Street and Hall River, North Carolina. This is the street. Now, I don't know if that's all this is saying. This data comes straight from the North Carolina State Board of Elections website. It is their data of their registered voters. We asked them to do a phantom voter page. They refused, so we're doing it. It's a matter of good governance that the public knows who's on the voter roll. So you go through here and you can click away and start doing your inquiries, and off you go. This is the way it works. And once you've printed these bad boys, where are they? I got one here. Once you've printed them and filled them out, we just need a copy of it sooner than later, preferably way before the election. And if your contact information is good on it, we may be contacting you. All right, I think we've got enough here for one video. I'm going to, number one, stop sharing that. Number two, stop recording.